everyone, and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Day. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. This week we've got a map by one of the best racers and mappers in the game, Kernkob himself. It is Bobsled this week. Seabad will be very happy. AT of 44.5 essentially. That is a Kernkob AT, so the best time this cup is going to be well in the 45s probably. Okay, that's a snowbank. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, nice little ice skating. Alright. It's a fitting map for this time of year. In the cold December days. .48 looks like is the first time it's going down. Kern is absolutely legendary at bobsled tracks, which is why I say for certain that author time is not going to get taken down today. Oh, Zoman did do a 46. Little snow transitions also, it's kind of cool. Lots of different friction surfaces. The tarmac into snow, into ice. Quick Racer apparently got speed checked. Sucks to hear that. Okay, that's gotta be the wrong way to do this start. Is that good? That seems good. Yeah, already up 2 speed, 167. Nice, up 4 speed. That was a little bit too high on entry. Oh, that was not too bad, actually. Bobsled is such a different beast to tackle than most tracks. I wonder if I can steering limit that turn also, because I heard a little bit of sliding on the snow. Ideally, I would not be sliding at all. Yeah, cool. I enjoy this track. I am a bobsled enjoyer, one of the few. This start is interesting, though. Ooh, was that good? It was alright. Yeah, so there's a few different thoughts of how to do this start, and seeing I'm kind of toying with a lot of different ideas here. Because bobsled, it matters just as much where you end. Actually, it matters more where you end your turn than where you start your turn. I know Seabad's advice has always been solve it backwards. Like, figure out where you want to finish, and then figure out where you need to start in order to get there. I bring that up to say there's a lot of different ways you can end the very first drop down. And I'm not sure if you want to be on the left side or the right side. So, like, I can jump far to the left here. See, Round is doing it also. I can even get a little, like, drop after that. And that's super clean, actually. 169 speed. So maybe that's the way to do it. That was like one less oscillation also, which I think is better. Because another possibility on that very first drop down is you go left and then swing back to the right and use it to swing back to the left again. This way I'm not bothering with that at all. Just sticking on the left side. That tends to be faster. Actually, if we go way back in Cup of the Day history to the first bobsled map we had, which Seabad did win on, that was Seabad's strategy, kind of was just stick on one side of the track, and that's what gave him the advantage over everybody else. So you see, like, this is what I mean. I can try to stick on the left side and then drop into this little downhill portion. Or you can see what a lot of people are doing is kind of swinging back to the right to where it's flat over here. That's just a little bit of extra travel time, and I think extra turning as well. Another possibility is like I could try to land way on the right, but that didn't feel very fun. I think I like my beginning. Just stay super far to the left. Yeah, you have to turn extra if you're way far on the right also, which is just going to lose you speed. So just like left side, kind of little hop there, sets you up well for this next drop down. This next turn is pretty basic bobsled turn. And what do I want to do here? That put me... actually not too bad. Felt like I was trending too far to the right there. And then you don't want to skid on the snow. It's just like tarmac. If you're sliding, you are losing speed. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way on snow, but that is the truth. And it's a slow ending, so speed does matter quite a bit. Oh, Zoman doing very well here. Sandals in second. Sandals another bobsled enjoyer. Nice one. Oh, I thought there was going to be a 170 reading. I think that turn before CP3 is the one that I'm kind of feeling most uncomfortable with at the moment. Nice. I think there was no skidding at all. A little bit of a jump is not ideal. And I keep bumping that wall right at the end. Tiny thing, but annoying nonetheless. Where are the checkpoints? Specifically, where is this checkpoint? It's here. Could I get so far to the left there that I actually jump? Oh, and then what? Hit this wall? No, maybe that's not gonna work. Never mind. Scratch that idea. I'm just too tempted to hunt for cheese in every single map that I play. Okay, follow Seabad is probably a good idea. I think he slid a little bit, actually. I am catching him. Proves my point. Ooh, that was nice. Had a little slide on the snow, but I'm still up speed. That was a really nice line. So it was a pretty heavy oscillation, almost ended up flying off the track on the left side. But it was a really clean transition coming into that wall ride. And then it sets you up well for the next corner also. Kind of using the wall ride to help you turn in. Ronan is so cooks. That's what he says in chat, at least. Ouch. I think I'm just going to be optimizing this start again. Just like get that drop down super clean. I'd love to see a 170 at that checkpoint. There's like a little bump right before the checkpoint, so the speed you have is actually like one more than what the checkpoint reads. And here, very far to the left side. Actually, a little bit too far to the left. I have just enough time for one more run in this warm-up. Yeah, everybody's doing like that extra little half of an oscillation. That might be giving me an advantage. That part is still a little bit confusing to me. This part, I think you just want to be on the left side, sets you up well for this turn. That checkpoint's kind of fake, but this checkpoint is very real. Oh, someone's trying the skip. I think there was Sandals trying the skip, but I think It's one of those that it seems like it's going to be good, and then it ends up not being that good. Because you're going to just get a bad landing, and you're not going to have a good angle. Alright, end of the warm-up round in 3rd place. I am a bobsled enjoyer, not too surprised that I'm doing well here. Zoman and Sandals ahead of me. Sad Doge also, who's been on a mega hot streak, in 4th place. Okay, so that, my PB was the last round I did in the warm-up, which apparently I had a kind of poor start, because it was only 168 speed at checkpoint 1. I slid out there, that's sad. Like I said, that checkpoint's fake, it says -5, it's only -2. That checkpoint is just how high are you on the wall when you hit it, so the speed is not great to tell. Turned a little bit more on the full grip section of the track there so that I actually don't hit the wall in front of the finish. And yep, Zoman takes the lead by a decent margin. I think a little bit more oscillation there is better actually, because it sets you up for the next turn. Section is just so tricky. Probably doesn't look that tricky when you're watching somebody else do it, but to actually get the angle that I want, it's pretty delicate on my steering. And run up a little bit to the left so that I keep all 4 tires on the ground. And bump that wall again, because that's what I always do, but otherwise, nice run. Just a 10th behind Zoman, not bad. Didn't I have a question about this beginning? Oh, just this section. I think if I oscillate very far to the left here, I can actually use the left side of the tube to kind of push me into this right-hand corner. I don't want to do too much, though, because I don't want to end up on that snow. 4 DNFs, not counting the mapper, so just the standard 4 eliminations we would have had in the first round. Some people getting close to 1 minute on the timer, but as long as you get a time, you're through to round 2. Ooh, okay. Thought I would jump too low there, but I'm somehow still alive. Okay, not bad. Pretty good, actually. I'm gonna slide here, though. Oh, never mind, I'm fine. It's such a roller coaster. I'm sure this is one of those tracks, too, where it really doesn't look as impressive on video. It feels like I'm having to be so specific about things. Ignore that bashing the wall at the end. That is a PB. Shame about my ending being so awful. This takes me back to the days when I was not so good on ice. What a long way I've come. I remember the first bobsled cup of the day we had. I was down in like 22nd and just not knowing how to go any faster. And now I actually feel like I'm the one making the lines. I'm a little afraid of people watching my lines, actually. Let's see, 3 DNFs still. Sword is one of them. He's not going to get a very fast time. It might just be enough. Whole bunch of people coming in right at the finish here. Oh, that was enough from Sword. Goose with the DNF. Orthros as well. Imagine a clever name got knocked out with an 80-second time. Unfortunate. I beat my rival, yeah. Baronin and Goose have a little friendly rivalry. Little skid. Let's just take this run to have a run. Is it 45 seconds? I actually did have time. I wasn't super sure on what it looked like on the timer. Okay, this is the worst run of the day from me, but it's a run. It'll be a time. I need like sub 50 to make it through to the next round. I'm sure this will be okay. Sandals with the 0.4. Ooh, Quick Racer with the 0.3. You might say he doesn't get the map and that he hates ice, but he's still gonna do pretty good. Nice start. Okay, I am absolutely not getting that push to the right I was talking about. I need to oscillate harder. It's alright, my 47-second time will be fine. I may be down in the 20s right now, but it's just about not finishing last. A little bit higher there? Yeah, and then turn down a little bit earlier. Even a tiny little push to the right is better than not getting any. I did feel a big difference compared to the last time I went through that turn. Quick Racer, Sandals, Jackie, the top 3. Yeah, still 52, 53 second times getting eliminated. It's Bobsled. There's going to be a lot of variance because most people don't know how to do ice. And for that reason, I'll probably be safe until well into the top 10. Assuming I don't just keep failing like I have been for the last 2 minutes. That's not going to be great either. Did get that, oh, well. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna, I don't get 2 runs, I don't even care. Just give me a better run, please. I love that start I'm doing with the little hop. And out a little bit high. Yeah, there we go. That was nice and solid. Oop, a little bit of a skid there. I would like to see what other people do on that turn, just because it feels like it's hard to get the angle exactly how I want it. Had a little bit of a slide. You can also tell when I'm sliding. If you look at the wheel indicators in the bottom right, and those turn yellow, it means I'm sliding. Sliding is bad, even on ice. 46. What are the odds that I can find somebody early on in their run? Snowman with the 0.3, he is early in the run. I want to see this this little section right here. Quick Racer, kind of a high entrance, kind of a high exit also. 157 speed. Zoman has reset another time. Okay, Zoman's just going to keep resetting. Seabad's a good person to watch on ice. Yeah, everyone's kind of doing the same. Not seeing a whole lot of different lines there. Okay, 8th place in that round. I could do a lot better. I should be putting in mid to low 45s every round. Oh, by the way, remember what I said about Kernkop's author time at the beginning of this video? Yeah, that 44 is not being touched. Not getting close to it. Not a lot of people doing my line. And crucially not Sandals in front of me, who is, like I said, one of the bobsled people. Bobsled enjoyers. Okay, my line was bad there. Oh, big oscillation, Sandals. That did not work out. He reset, actually. Okay, I went way wide there. That was unfortunate. Zoman is now passing me. It's just Zoman and I in a league of our own. 1:45.0. It's a good time from Zoman. Zoman is kind of doing my start. Nice. Good oscillation. Very far to the left, so the track kind of pushes me to the right, but not too far to the right. So that was very nice. I think I like that line. It's a bit far to the right, but it kind of sets up everything nicely. Did have a little bit of a slide. Got the snow turn a lot better though. Okay, this is not far off of my PB. I need to show that I can do these times consistently. Looks like that is what I'm doing. No improvement from Zoman, but he is very fast today. Not somebody I usually think of when it comes to bobsled tracks. But Zoman does show up on these bobsled tracks. Catches me by surprise sometimes. Yeah, it's like Zoman and like one other green car that's also doing my start. Nice. Less nice. I'm not too far down on speed though, I don't think. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. That section is so hard. Do I need less oscillation there? Because I'm just sliding out, but if I actually counter steer to stop myself from sliding, I think I shoot over the top of the road. Or at least that's what my fear is. Mew goes very far to the left there. That might be good. You get less of a jump if you go that way. Very low entry. That's just gonna shoot me way to the right. And then here, can I go a little bit higher, get less of an oscillation? I still slid out a little bit. And if I catch airtime there, I get a bad landing, which is unfortunate. I'm just not sure how to do that middle section of the track. The start I'm very comfortable with. The end is fairly simple. It's just that little stint. Quick Racer DNF'd. That little stint, like, between CP3 and the ice rink. That part I am struggling with. Sandal's also down here right next to me, though, so neither of us are consistent, I guess. Not an amazing start. Zoman's already passing me. Smooth line, though. Seabed goes very far to the left, also. That was so high. That might work out, though. Yeah, that worked out nicely. Or maybe you do want to be further to the left, actually. I thought I was too far to the left, but if you're further to the left, you can kind of line up with the road piece that you're jumping to, the landing of that jump. Because the problem is when I'm swinging over to the left, and it makes it a really harsh jump. But maybe if I just line up with it better. Okay, I followed Zoman's line exactly, and it was the wrong time to do that. Yeah, a little bit of a clip there. Okay, nice start. Did not swing to the left nearly far enough. That might lose me a little bit of speed. Just a tiny bit, though. So let's get over to the left side. Kind of straighten out. Yep, that was pretty solid. It makes it harder to make that snow turn, though, around the outer edge of the ice rink. Still good speed, though. Might be personal best. Not quite. Very close to personal best. Just behind Zoman, though. Second place, pretty happy with that. Just try to keep in this top 3. It's ice. I should be good at this track. Raises my expectations a little higher than I would normally put them. Ooh, that was very low, but actually that worked out super well. This part is so weird because I think the car is like wanting to turn more to the left, but you want to turn more to the right. And then if you actually start turning to the right, you're just way too far to the right. There's got to be a nice little middle ground that I'm not finding. Man, sometimes I say that, like, Cup of the Day maps are very memory heavy, but I feel like this one is too memory heavy for me. Like, one corner after another, and I just can't remember to do all the things I've been saying to do. So, like, give it just a touch to the right in the steering. Yeah, good. And then this one, I actually want to swing further to the left. Nice, I had no slide out there. Approach from the outside into that corner. Very neat over the snow. There we go. Maybe if I actually just focus and do other things, then it's fine. Tap that wall for good luck, as I always do, and that is a personal best. Zoman coming in. Yep, will take first place away from me. Mac Cheesy also tapping the wall for good luck and the horn button a few times. Ridal really hitting the wall hard. So it's 47 getting eliminated, needing a 46 to get through. Yeah, like I said, I should be doing mid to low 45s every round, but if I have a major screw up, I'm not necessarily safe. Still already into the top 20. Had a couple rough rounds early on, but getting back into the groove. Oh, Sad Doge knocked out as well. Not going to make it 3 wins in a row. Yeah, just trying to keep the car pointed in the direction I want it to go. It's kind of tricky in that section. Like, the front of the car wants to pull to the left, and like I said in the last round, you can't pull it too far to the right, or else it just shoots off to the right. This is a good run for me, and still Zoman is flying past me. Smash the wall for good luck. Yeah, that is the first 44, within half a second of the author time. This first drop down matters so much, and it's becoming a pain to get it so precise. Not going to be able to finish this run, but at least do get more practice, I guess. Sandals is still not doing my line at the start. He's doing that extra oscillation over to the right. Wow, okay, what a start. Absolutely insane. Maybe I'll finish this run yet. Perfect, kept the car pointed in the direction I want. Swing it to the left a little bit. High entry for the ice rink turn. Through the snow. Oh my goodness, this is an insane run and I'm not going to be able to finish it. I'm up 2 speed at the slow section of the track. That's sad, that would have been world record. Still, it just matters that I make it through this round. Because what is my PB? It's 0.3. Yeah, it would have been like a 0.8 maybe. That's alright, just do that again. How hard can it be? Not the ideal start. Good swing to the left. Sets me up well for the next corner. Ooh, hit the snow a little bit on the inside. Just taps of steering to the right. The tiniest taps of steering to the right. Just so the car doesn't want to turn left too hard. Had quite the slide out at the end of the bobsled section. Ooh, actually hit the ice a little bit too early there also. It's not like I'm making any big mistakes, and for that matter, my time isn't too far off of where I want it to be. It's just so many tiny little nitpicky things that are adding up over the course of a run. It's ultimately a pretty wide track, but if you get off the line at all, I just don't like how it feels anymore. It's got a very precise line that I'm aiming for, even though there's a lot of leeway. Okay, this should be a PB though. Kiss the wall. Alright, 0.19. I like that. Jackie kissing a lot of walls. Does look like Zoman is definitely the favorite here. I'm doing pretty good there. Jackie's been fairly consistently in third place also. YOLO and Alex knocked out. Okay, so odd numbers. A little bit strange when we get in these situations. Top 9 advance. Clean start. I'm not sure if my entrance to that tube was good. It seems fine. Slightly different lines between myself and Sandals. Ooh, Sandals does actually cut over some of the ice there. I mean, in theory, it's a more direct line. Just the one time I did that, I was not angled properly. It's interesting, we have such different lines over the course of the run, but there's a little bit of push and pull where we are not really getting faster than the other person. There's maybe small segments where one of us is faster than the other. That being said, for somebody who has previously struggled on ice and has now gotten to the point where I'm actually quite good at bobsled, it feels really good to be able to best Sandals using different lines on bobsled, like not just copying him, but actually using different lines. Okay, clean. Let's get a little bit more oscillation. That was nice. Ah, it's so hard not to skid. Actually, tapping the wall is not the worst thing there. I did lose some speed with it. It looks like Seabad getting knocked out. The original bobsled master. Not doing so hot today. And Tommy Gaming also goes out in 10th place. Pretty much needing 45s now. Big gap, actually, the top 6. And then a little bit of a jump back to 7th, 8th, and 9th. Round has been good, though. He's been like 4th or 5th most of the time. So I expect him to be a little bit faster. A little bit of a clip. That's just still one of my better starts. Way far to the left there. Actually a good angle though. Could have been cleaner, but that's nitpicky. A little bit of a slide. It's fine, though. Top the wall. Top this wall also. Why not? 0.3, not too bad. It does just feel really good to be actively passing one of the bobsled experts. Zoman is faster still, though. Zoman's pretty consistent also. And not an ideal start. Let's see what the speed is. Yeah, not good. Sandals does actually need an improvement with that run that we were following him on. Northwind has been eliminated in 9th. I can't get this start better. Okay, that was clean. Sandals does improve. Whoa, that was like a triple snipe to knock Jackie down to 8th. I slid. Do we have a Jackie coming to the finish? Doesn't look like it. So Jackie and Northwind knocked out. I did not even see. There was a lot of movement on the leaderboard. I know MacCheesy sniped. I'm not sure if there was another one in there. A lot of people improving at the same time. So it's going to be one more round of 2 eliminations. Microwave still in it. I think this is a personal best for them. I'm not even sure they've been in that many cups. Fairly new player, very fast. MacCheesy still in it also. Those are the only 2 non-Cup of the Day winners. So Zoman, I feel like, has done a lot of 44s, but his PB is only a 0.95. He's not getting any further into the 44s. Oh, that was really clean, actually. I don't think there was any sliding there. It felt like I was turning harder than I have before. I guess I was just barely getting away with it. And that's the difference between personal best and not, as a 0.0. Nice, very nice start again. Yeah, I didn't even have a good start on that run. If I can put it all together, I can be one of the fastest players here today. It's a big if, though, case in points. A whole bunch of people limiting themselves to only 1 run in this final round of 2 eliminations. MacCheesy and Sandals both need times. Well, here they both are, right at the end, leaving it to the last seconds. Round and Pandamain possibly in trouble. MacCheesy not fast enough. Sandals just barely gets ahead of Pandamain. Wow, all 3 of those bottom 3 very close. So myself in the lead this round, ahead of Zoman, who's been winning most of the rounds, Microwaves, who's snuck into the top 5, and Round and Sandals, who have been pretty consistently top 5 throughout this cup. Mega clean start. Ah, tiny bit of skidding, unfortunate. Liked that. A little bit higher than normal there. Hopefully it sets me up more to the left coming out of the bobsled. Sandals is not cutting over the ice anymore. Oh, resets actually. Doesn't think that's fast. It looked pretty quick from my perspective, but who knows. Tap the wall. Alright, again ahead of Zoman for the moment, although we know Zoman can go faster than that. think that's microwaves up in front of me. Only one round he's giving himself. Oh, it's not a good one. Microwaves is eliminated. Not even gonna get back on track. Sandals does get a time, and that will be enough to make it through. A little bit off with my PB speed. I just had such a crazy snow turn on my PB where I didn't skid at all, and I still don't know why. Yeah, this turn might actually be massive for how much speed you have at the end. Okay, a win 2 rounds in a row though. Just barely, 0.02 of a second. So that's the last of the non-Cup of the Day winners eliminated also. Top 4, Zoman 22 wins round 11. Sandals and myself have 3 apiece. Ooh, strange start. It's fine if I swing far enough to the left there. Is it fine? It's a little bit down. Oh, that's just offline. I might have 2 finishable runs. Ooh, nice. Ah, that sucked. That could have been another, like, +1 speed. It's still green. That could have been even better. Little skid there. God, you have to be so gentle. Not even great speed, but I'm just gonna hope it's enough. If I reset really insanely fast here, might get another. Nah, no way. Round only with the 0.4. He will have time to improve though. 0.3 is not super safe, which is very sad. Oh, especially with that start. Man, why couldn't I have gotten that start last time? Why do I keep getting crazy good runs after there's not enough time for me to finish? Oh, Zoman only with a 0.5. Where is Sandals? This could be Zoman getting knocked out. He's been so consistently 0.0 or better. Sandals also not on a good run though. Round does win this round. Kind of taking advantage of the rest of us all having a little bit sloppy runs. Zoman ekes through with a little bit of a messy run. Top 3. No 4th place curse today. Oh, come on. Okay, clean. Oh, round disconnected. That's unfortunate. And honestly, I don't think Rounder's making it through to finals anyway, but I guess that's a clean shot through to the finals. Another minute of practice, Zoman. Let's put in a run to make him scared. Okay, this isn't the run to make him scared. Let's watch him. I had a really messy ending to that run that I did have that could have been much faster. We are the 2 fastest on GTR. Zoman sets 44, another 44 here. A run to make me scared. I just need to get that super clean start. Alright, finals again. Been doing pretty well to hit finals lately. I know I can get a win here, but Zoman has been the fastest at this map today. I have the potential, I just need to put in one good run. Already not loving it. Okay, loving it. Don't lose traction. Okay, good. Down a little bit of speed, but it's not too bad. Nice, no skidding. Amazing. It's not Zoman pace. But if Zoman has a little bit of an off run, this is potentially enough to capitalize on it. Zoman does not have a little bit of an off run. That is unfortunate. That is very close to it, that world record. He's so consistent with 0.95. Alright, this just needs to be the craziest run I've ever had. Actually, the craziest run I've ever had was like 0.8 pace. And I didn't have time to finish that round. Oh, I taps the wall. Yeah, close. I had to be aggressive because I was down a little bit of speed. GG, Zoman. Well-deserved win today. Couldn't quite get ya. Good time in the finals. That was going to be tough to beat. I know I have it in me, but... close. Close to getting another win. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see my stats and results spreadsheet, check it out in the description below. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!